I wanted to follow up from my activities that I assigned last week with my students as we are away from school for at least 2 more weeks now. In all honesty, doesn't look like we're probably going to go back this school year. So, what I assigned were some choice boards, and being that my classes are technology based, I went with a STEAM choice board because it's kind of tough to know what technology students have at home, and I wanted to focus more on getting a creative mindset and some critical thinking skills, problem solving, that type of stuff. So big shout out to Daily STEM, Chris Woods, and his website dailystem.com. Follow him on Twitter at dailystem. He had posted a picture with 77 ideas for STEM family fun while we're on lockdown mode here. So the website, the link is right there, dailystem.com/resources. Basically, I took his activities and turned them into choice boards. So I instructed my students that they needed to come up with 5 points each week. So I made a 1 point, 2 point, and 5 point board. So yes, a student could do one activity and be done for the week, and just didn't want to overwhelm them with a ton of stuff. There's 5, 6 other teachers that they're getting things from at the same time. So I wanted to make things fun, make it interesting, wanted to bring them back with a little bit of excitement for the next week. So I'm going to kind of keep track of what activities are more popular with the students and, change those out after, a couple weeks or so. And I wanted to come up with a way to assess while not fully assessing, since it's really not clear what we're supposed to be doing with gradebook and everything, at least in our state right now. So I want to make sure I'm tracking everything. So they're submitting pictures, videos, whatever it is on Google Classroom. And I decided to go with a badge tracking system. So I went over to flippity.net and used let's pull it up here. Here we go, flippity.net. And right down here, Flippity Badge Tracker. They have a demo, they have instructions, they have a template. It's going to run off of Google Sheets. So if you take a look at the demo here, you can see that the available badges are listed up at the top. You can click on a student's name, see what badges that student has, as well as click on a particular badge itself and be able to see what all students have that. But the one thing I don't like is that if I'm sharing this with students, if it's professional development with teachers, I would have no problem putting their names up there so they can see what their peers are doing and who's got which one's more popular. But with students, I didn't want to go that route. I didn't want to have their name out there. So I took their template and I changed things up a little bit. So I added my badges, which are all based off of the choice boards. So as you can see across the top, I had to go and get a badge image URL. So I just made a title based off of what the activity was. This is a box where you mark if it's available or not. So if I'm going to take a activity away after 2 or 3 weeks or whatever, I can just simply delete this box and it's no longer available. And then this information tells the students how they can get that badge in particular. And then if you have any links to share with the students, you can put them down here as well. So I didn't want to list my student names. So if I go over here, I had created an additional sheet inside of this spreadsheet, and I just called it names. And I have student first name, student last name that I blacked out for privacy reasons here. But I wanted to give them something different. So I went and found a random list. At first I put in random animals because I thought that would be fun, but they ended up with stuffs like dung beetle. Who wants to be known as the dung beetle? No one. So I picked birds, and I just got some random bird names. So I have one for every student, and this is my 7th grade in particular. So I just have a student name assigned to each one of these, and then I can go over here and I just pasted the same in here. So I can keep track while making it available for the students but still private. So after you go and you fill out this entire spreadsheet, what you have to do then is hit this Publish to Web button. It'll guide you through the process. You're basically saying, yes, I want to publish this. And the way Flippity.net sets it up is after you publish it, you can then go over to this sheet down here that says get the link here, and the link will show up right here. Black that out for privacy here as well. So now if I open that up, you can see here are all the badges available, and then all of the student bird names right here. So I haven't gone and assigned them all yet. I'm going to go ahead and make copies of this spreadsheet for my 8th grade and my freshmen. I just assigned the same activities to all of them for the time being. And we can click on name. We'll be able to see what this student has, and then they can check each week to see which ones they've earned and everything. Or you can click on a badge itself, which these are all just images from a Google image search, and then the names of the students will be listed right here. So I thought that would be a fun way to increase competition a little bit. If they want to share their funny bird names with each other, that's on them, but at least I am taking the effort to give them a little bit of privacy there. So just wanted to follow back up and share that with you as an idea of something fun that you can do with your students and increase that interaction with them and engagement, and hopefully bring them all back excited to continue working in your classroom. So let me know if you think I missed anything, or if you have any other ideas on making this even better. Thanks.